Jordan taking over Chicago. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Jordan Howard, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With that, we're out to Atlanta for their home opener. Standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium,
Russell,
are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children
what do we
will
say?
grown. It's the final weekend of summer, but
what do we
we've
say?
got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Go Eagles.
This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Carson Wentz in his 4th season now out of North Dakota State, ready to bring out this Eagles offense. And he's had to sit and watch Nick Foles under center during Philly's last 2 playoff runs. So health will be a key for Wentz in 2019, no doubt. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 18 carries, 111 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Now Howard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
46 down, where's my ball?
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to
That's
play
so bad.
to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Yeah, food grade wood glue.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Wentz now on 1st down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Love you.
Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Wow. UN. Real.
Oh, yes. I agree.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All right, let's
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door.
You're about to take
it in.
You
think
you're
going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-step
pressure coming.
What is happening with the O-line?
Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Yeah, that's better.
On second down now, it's Howard. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Drive there,
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Too high.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the toss play, Howard.
What are my guys doing?
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, illegal block in the back. I don't understand how it's illegal block in the back when they didn't block at all.
Offense backwards.
Super-de duper.
Now a play fake.
You got a good foul invite.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
There we go.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Too high, baby. Too high.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. He can run for it. And
there we go.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They run with Howard, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you play strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose, this is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Alshon Jeffrey, my man.
With 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first 2 QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones.
Just blows my
mind. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
That's low, steady walk down the field. I know it well.
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he comes back
See
with
that?
one complete.
Pick the guy closest to the ball.
4 yards on the completion,
somebody on the sideline.
sets up a 3rd down.
What?
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let's go, D.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before
First of all, why did Fletcher Cox decide to run backwards?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Second of all,
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
Back 25. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready to go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wentz now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. They got his man, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Just a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Howard on the toss right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Now we got a few
Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Into the red zone. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7. Let's see what we got here. To the inside hooks.
Can you play in your game?
Looking to throw again on second down.
There it is, Ertz.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Frank's not playing the game.
In the
He's
final
had some
seconds of the
trouble
first half.
getting into
And
the
the
lead.
Eagles
I
able to
sent
push
you a
further
text
out in
about it.
front.
That's
Still
one of the better
says the league
examples
is
of clock
deleted.
management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good on the
Nothing
extra
on the
point,
forum says
and that makes it
anything
a
about it either.
21-10 game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. 17-10, the final score. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers.
Lions.
The final score, 30-6. And finally, on Monday Night Football, Mayfield versus Darnold, round 2. The Browns and Jets from MetLife Stadium. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yeah, let's just show him getting sacked some more. How about that?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Baby.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
One DB blitz.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think
and he lost the football.
We got it. We got it, baby. We got it. Yeah, baby. Pick 6.
Right
Not even a pick 6. Fumble 6.
He's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
That's better. He did that to me first quarter, so you know what?
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington Redskins, but they've got the lead right now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton. Confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting
Julio Jones all alone. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Wentz going to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Ryan now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, and just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the way.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got it.
You know,
so
I've never seen it overturned a ruling all
and
around.
with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
This game's getting too close for comfort.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. He can't get him down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for it with Howard.
There we go.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Clement, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Freeman again. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
To throw is Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hell of a game, man.
Blue draw Corker.
Yeah, sure is, man.
To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out, out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing now is Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Cooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.